Hey everyone, welcome back to another lesson here on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the only thing you need to know about Amazon FBA product research to successfully find a product that actually works for you. Okay, it might sound weird, but depending on the product, it could work for me, but it might not work for you. And it could work for someone that's 10 steps ahead of me and not work for myself. So if you're interested in learning about what that crucial piece of information is, be sure to stick around till the end. Be sure to like and subscribe down below. It does help me out a lot as a small growing YouTube channel, so I appreciate it. But other than that, let's get right into it. Stay in your lane. Okay? A lot of people come to Amazon with a very confident attitude. The business model itself is inspiring, right? We see all these stories of people that like used to work a normal job like myself, and then you go on to make, $10,000 in profit, $9,000 in profit your first month, or even just a couple $1,000s in profit. And that kind of message kind of pushes people towards markets where like people are doing $30,000 a month, $40,000 a month. But what I would say is, yeah, those markets are okay, and you could potentially be successful if you have a lot of experience with branding, you have a lot of experience with figuring out what a value proposition would be for that specific audience that would actually work and get them to purchase something instead of just purchasing what's already in front of them. But in the beginning, when you're just starting, this is your first, second product, you need to stay in your lane, okay? And I wish someone had told me this earlier. Like, if we look at this market, stress ball, everyone knows what a stress ball is, right? It's the thing you grab. It's supposed to make you feel better. It probably doesn't. But anyway, some people in here are doing branding really well. And right off the bat, this person right here is kind of branded in a way that I understand and it makes a lot of sense. But as we go through this page, there's pretty much an unlimited number of stress balls that you can purchase. And there's probably an extremely high number of sales going to this market every single month. Like if we were to pull up X-Ray here, of course I gotta log in. Computer's been doing this weird thing lately where every single time I go to use something, it makes me sign in. If you guys have any idea how to fix that, please comment down below. Anyway, when we look in here, $20,000 per month, $95,000 per month, $76,000 per month, it's endless, right? There's so much revenue. There's $1 million in revenue on this first page alone for stress balls. Tell me that doesn't say something about society. Anyway, when we look at this market, there's really no position for a beginner to sit into, right? You'll look at this page and maybe you'll see something like this and I'll go, oh, if they could do it with 2 reviews, I can do it. What did they do? They did a 16 pack. Maybe it's for like students and there's this smaller market within there that I can fit into. And you start to make yourself think that you can actually rank on a page like this. And then you having $3,000, you spend $1,500 on inventory, you're like, I'm gonna crush it with ads. I know exactly what to do. I'm feeling myself. I'm jumping into this market and it's gonna work great. And then it fails. And then that discourages you from going at something in the future. And when you already shot for the stars, you don't really want to shoot for the moon next. You're like, well, geez, if I can't make that work, I probably can't make anything work. But I'm here to say that it's pretty much the exact opposite. Now, what I would do if I were you is I would go to a market like, again, disclaimer, any market that I show you I'm just using it as a way of explaining an idea that I want to get across. So pay attention to the principle and the idea, and then let that influence what you're about to do, not the exact thing that I'm pulling up. Because the markets that are perfect, I just sell them myself. So I don't use them as examples. So we have to get as close as we can with the example. But anyway, this is very niche, Gothic decor. And when I look through here, this isn't just one product. There's multiple products that make up a market called Gothic decor. So I can come in here and have, this doesn't have anything to do with Halloween. There might be a spike in sales during Halloween, but a lot of these products are gonna sell year round. So don't think that this is really too seasonal. And I might see something like, what is this? So coffin incense burner, right? Like this is a very specific niche product. If there's customer search volume for coffin incense burner or coffin incense holder or something like that, there might be 15 sellers of that total, or maybe even less than that, maybe 2 or 3 sellers. So go coffin incense. Yeah, so there are several different search terms for it. Coffin incense burner. And it's funny because that seller we saw isn't even ranking for this. So if there is search volume, again, this is theoretical, trying to get the point across of like, you want to find something that there's almost no sellers for and there's much less of a demand for it. That sounds counterintuitive, I understand, because wouldn't you want to sell something that more customers are looking for, so you have better odds of making a small amount of sales, even if it's just a very small percentage of the total number of sellers or of customers? Well, no, not really. You'd rather have a higher percentage of sales of a smaller audience, because it's going to be easier to get their attention, right? When I'm trying to present an option to someone who already has 1,000 options, they're like, I'm okay. Like, imagine if you tried to start a new internet company right now and you knocked on 100 doors and you're gonna sell door to door for an internet company. Like, I'm fine, dude. Like, I have internet. I've had internet for a while. The price is fine. It works good. I'm all set. But if like internet just started to come around and there was hardly any providers for it, and you went, hey, I have this device that's going to make it so that you can wirelessly, use the internet across your home, they're going to be like, well, yeah, what is it? It's $40 a month. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I'll do that. So kind of, again, silly example, but hopefully I'm getting the point across. Stay in your lane. Sell a smaller niche product. Don't try and shoot for the stars. I'm here to, it sounds like I'm trying to kill dreams here. Don't shoot for the stars. But in a way, I really think you should set incremental steps, right? You can only take 1 or 2 steps at a time max. Maybe if you have really long legs, you go up like 3 at a time. But most people, you're maxing out like 1 or 2 steps, right? Don't try and take 7 steps at once. You're going to do a split, you're going to end up in the hospital. Okay, so that's the message for today. Hopefully that was valuable to you guys. Be sure to comment down below and let me know if you have any questions. I do frequent the comment section, try and get those answered for you guys. But other than that, if this is still confusing and you're looking for a way to kind of springboard your progress into the Amazon FBA space, I do have a university that I teach. There'll be a link down in the description. We are accepting applicants right now. So if we think that you're a good fit for us, you might get accepted. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for sticking around to the end, and I will see you in the next one. Later.